So we're gonna look at the lab investigations in case of liver disease. Okay. So let's get started. The first one is going to be the blood ammonia. Second is serum enzymes. Third, tests that measure the biosynthetic function of the liver. And then we'll see about the approach to a case of obstructive jaundice, and then moving on to the radiological imaging in liver diseases. Being more, I love surgery more, so I'm just gonna go directly to radiological imaging and liver diseases. Unexpected. But again, we have like 9 different modalities just by radiological imaging itself, just for a liver. Okay, so the first one is MRCP. Normal MRCP stands for magnetic resonance cholangiopancreatography. Normal MRCP is a sensitive and a non-invasive method of detecting bile duct stones, strictures, and dilatation. Okay, so like whether the bile duct has a stone or it is constricted as in it has a stricture or it is dilated, then it is all MRCP. MRCP is less reliable than ERCP for distinguishing malignant from a benign stricture. And then ERCP. Normal ERCP is used to demonstrate pancreatic or ampullary causes of jaundice, to carry out papillotomy and stone extraction, or to insert a stent through an obstructing lesion. Okay, so like ERCP basically is kind of like a procedure which is done as a therapeutic advantage as well. So we are going to insert a stent through an obstructing lesion. We are also doing a procedure which is opening up the papilla, the ampulla of water and stuff. So like carry out papillotomy and stone extraction and shit. So it's kind of like a therapeutic procedure, right? So that is kind of like an advantage of ERCP over MRCP. So there are certain complications of ERCP. It includes perforation, duodenal perforation after papillotomy, or bleeding after papillotomy, or cholangitis, or pancreatitis. Okay, and then the third one is PTC, which is percutaneous transhepatic cholangiography. So, the PTC is an alternative approach in evaluating the anatomy of the biliary tree. The fourth one is dilated bile ducts by ultrasonography or CT scan. It indicates biliary obstruction. It has a 90 to 95% sensitivity. So basically, like the fourth one is ultrasound or CT scan. We are visualizing the dilated bile ducts. So like the size of it is increased. It clearly is pretty sensitive, right? And then the fifth one is MRI. MRI is the most accurate technique for detecting, identifying isolated liver lesions such as a tumor like a hemangioma, like a benign blood vessel tumor, which is hemangioma. Or it can be focal nodular hyperplasia or a focal fatty infiltration, or for detecting the hepatic iron overload, which is nothing but hemosiderosis. Dynamic gadolinium enhanced MRI and administration of paramagnetic iron oxide visualizes the hepatic fibrosis. So, dynamic gadolinium will help us to find out fibrosis, and the normal MRI will show isolated liver lesions. Okay, so till this we have done like 5 stuff such as MRCP, ERCP, PTC, ultrasound or CT. Fifth one is MRI. We go to the sixth one, which is EUS. EUS stands for endoscopic ultrasound. It is the most sensitive test for detecting small lesions of the ampulla or the pancreatic head, and for detecting the portal vein invasion by pancreatic cancer. Because like we are going through the mouth and also using an ultrasonography to find out which all layers are going to be affected, we will be able to see all the small lesions of the ampulla and the pancreatic head, and also invasion of the portal vein by a cancer, which is pancreatic cancer. It is also accurate in detecting or excluding the bile duct stones. I mean, we are literally inside of the duct, right? So we'll be able to see whether stone is present or not. Seventh one is hepatic angiography is very rarely needed. Both CT and MRI technology is able to categorize the hepatic vasculature, arterial and venous, but it's used to image the hepatic veins further in patients with a suspected hepatic venous obstruction like Budd-Chiari syndrome. US elastography is being used to assess the fibrosis in the liver disease. HIDA-scan technetium 99M labeled derivative of immunodiacetic acid and is injected IV. It is picked up by the Kupffer cells in the liver and excreted in the bile. Gives a clear visualization of the bile tree. The gallbladder is also visualized. Non-visualization of gallbladder highly suggestive of acute cholecystitis, diagnosing biliary atresia. HIDA scan is used for acute cholangitis and biliary atresia, cholecystitis.